At 32, I stood beside Elise, 29, at the altar. Her warm smile grounding me in a moment that felt like fate unfolding. We'd woven our lives together since university, and marriage seemed the natural next step. I was a quiet coder, finding comfort in order and calm, while Elise had a spark that lit up any room. Some might call it star quality now, but back then I just loved her radiance. I was happy in the background, studying her light quietly, ensuring she could shine. Our early years flowed easily, a dance of shared hopes and small triumphs. We bought a snug condo, adopted a lively spaniel, and hosted vibrant Sunday gatherings. With friends, to them we were the solid duo, the couple built to last. But stability can erode subtly, slipping from comfort into a quiet neglect that's hard to name. The first cracks were faint, like thin lines in stone. Elise started staying. Late at her job, her nights filled with colleagues and laughter I didn't share. Her phone was always in hand, alive with messages she kept private, even as we sat across the dinner tabula, quick laugh at a text. Then a shrug when I asked what was funny. Slowly, her excitement for our life faded. She'd forget our plans, brush off anniversaries with a casual "it's fine," and dismissed my worries with a breezy "just chill." I chalked it up to her high-pressure role at a bustling ad agency where late nights and urgent calls were routine. Wanting to support her, I took on the chores, walked our dog at dawn, and even canceled a hiking trip with friends to help with her work pitch. I thought I was doing right by us. Then came a Wednesday night once, reserved for pizza and wildlife shows. Elise came home at 10 o'clock, her boots tapping sharply on the floor as she tossed her bag and shed her coat. My way, she moved to the bedroom, her steps automatic. I followed, my voice soft but shaky. "Hey, you okay?" She sat on the bed, unfastening her earrings, her posture tight. "Just tired," she said. I pressed gently. "You've been tired a lot." Her sigh was heavy, not just exhaustion, but something aimed at me. "Elise," I said, my voice catching. "Do you still love me?" She didn't hesitate. Her eyes met mine, clear and unyielding. "I don't think I ever really did." The words hit like a quiet shock, not sharp but hollow, delivered with the flatness of stating the weather. I stood still, unable to cry or rage. "All right," I murmured, barely audible. She blinked, surprised. "What's that supposed to mean?" she asked. I didn't respond. That night I lay beside her as she fell asleep quickly, as if her confession was as ordinary as noting we were low on milk. I stayed awake, staring at the ceiling's dim outlines, counting the hours until morning. The next day, while Elise slept, I packed with calm precision. Small bag held a few clothes, my laptop, charger, wallet, and passport. I walked our dog, then left him with my brother, saying only that I needed a break. I didn't leave a note or send a text, didn't erase Elise from my life with a grand gesture. I just drove away. As dawn broke over the city, I hadn't planned this departure, not fully, but some instinct had prepared me. A friend owned a remote cabin in Vermont, and I'd arranged to rent it months earlier, sending the payment without admitting why. The drive was long, through misty roads and thick forests, to a place where no one knew me.
Ow.
I turned off my phone, deleted my social accounts, and set up a new email. The silence was jarring at first. Vast void echoing my thoughts, but soon it became a sanctuary. In the weeks that followed, I found joy in things I'd forgotten. The sound of wind through pines, taste of coffee savored without strain, the deep sleep of a bed all my own. Time slowed, softened. I heard nothing from Elise, nor did I expect. 2. But in the 7th week, an email slipped through an old account I hadn't closed. The subject, "Where did you go?" Her message was a blend of confusion and blame. "You just disappeared. You left your job, your dog, our life. Why? I know things weren't perfect, but to vanish like this, you owe me answers." No remorse, no longing, just a demand, as if I'd betrayed her. I didn't reply right away. For 3 days, her words lingered, heavy but impotent. Then I wrote one line. "You said you never loved me." I listened. I sent it, and deleted the account. She didn't write back. A month later, my brother said Elise was telling friends I'd had a breakdown, that I'd abandoned her to clean up our mess. I didn't correct the story. For the first time in years, I felt free and burdened by the need to explain. I built new routines. I wandered trails, read books by firelight, and coded for fun, not pressure. I met people who didn't ask questions, a group of locals who taught me to kayak, a bookseller who shared worn novels with notes penciled in the margins. They accepted me without needing my history, and that was enough. I stayed in Vermont for 9 months. When I returned, Elise had left our condo. Our old friends had drifted not out of spite, but uncertainty, and I felt no need to explain. Some endings don't need words or tears, just the soft sound of a door latching shut. In the stillness that followed, I learned the strength of absence, of saying nothing to someone who never truly saw you. Sometimes the loudest answer is silence, and the truest farewell is simply walking.